will definitely feel better. Kick off your day with the Carnival Breakfast Show, Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Absolute Radio for the funnest way to start your day. The Carnival Breakfast Show.
Good morning and welcome. I am Oluwatimileyin Ajayi and this is Newspaper Review coming to you from Carnival Radio. And here are the headlines on Newspaper Review. Court clears Ado Dogua of murder charges, finds police, Kano government 25 million. Labour debunks rumour of today's strike resumption. Tinubu firmly committed to youth empowerment, says Shettima. Federal government declares June 12 public holiday. Alleged June 12 protest, Anambra police warns against infringing on human rights. To begin the news, the Federal High Court in Abuja has awarded a sum of 25 million naira in damages against the Kano State government and the police for wrongly accusing Alhaji Al-Hassan Ado Doguwa of murder. Mr. Doguwa, representative of the Doguwa/Chidunwada Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, was accused of the murder of 3 people believed to be members of the then opposition of New Nigerian People's Party NNPP during the February 25, 2023 general election. Following his arraignment, Mr. Doguwa, a member of the APC who doubles as House Committee Chairman of Downstream Petroleum, accused the police and the Kano State government of bias after he was arraigned as a principal actor in the fracas. His petition led to a review of the police investigation of the incident by the police authorities. The then outgoing APC administration in the state dropped the police investigation and exonerated him. However, the new governor, Abba Kabir Yusuf, immediately upon taking office, said his government would prosecute Mr. Doguwa, whom he accused of killing over 15 people. Mr. Yusuf, a member of the NNPP, said the new administration would reopen and pursue the case to a logical conclusion. But Mr. Doguwa sued the Attorney General of the Federation, Inspector General of Police, the Governor of Kano State, and the Attorney General of Kano State over the alleged infringement of his right to dignity, liberty and freedom of movement. In a certified true copy of a judgment of the Federal High Court dated December 5, 2023, released last week in suit number FHC/ABJ/ABJ/CS/714/2019, the judge D.U. Okorowo cleared Mr. Doguwa of the murder allegation. The Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has debunked the news that organized labour will resume the recently relaxed indefinite nationwide strike on Tuesday. The Labour Centre said the comment, attributed to the Assistant General Secretary of the NLC, Chris Onyeka, is a misinterpretation of the interaction he had with newsmen on Monday. In telephone chat with journalists, Onyeka said, "Video clip of my chat with a certain television presenters is there to prove I never said Labour may resume strike on Tuesday. They asked me if Labour will resume the relaxed nationwide indefinite strike, and I told them that since Labour and the government agreed to wrap up the minimum wage negotiations within a week, that 1 week will lapse on Tuesday and the organs of the two Labour centres will have to deliberate on the outcome of the negotiation and have a position." That was my response to the question. I'm surprised that news is flying here and there, quoting that I said the strike would resume on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the National Executive Council member of the NLC, who spoke to the Nigerian Tribune, said organized labour may not likely meet anytime soon because almost all the labour leaders have travelled to Geneva for the International Labour Conference of the International Labour Organization, ILO. Besides, we in labour don't take action irrationally. We usually evaluate the situation of things, agreements we have had and thoroughly discussed among all the organs before embarking on any action. Yes, we relaxed the strike to finish negotiation, and now that is done, we wait for the next line of action of the government before acting. The NEC member, who craved anonymity, said. This news was sourced from the Nigerian Tribune. Labour debunked rumour of today's strike resumption. The federal government has declared Wednesday, June 12, as public holiday to commemorate this year's Democracy Day celebration. Minister of Interior Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, congratulated Nigerians on the occasion. The minister, in a statement signed by the permanent secretary in the ministry and released on Tuesday, Dr. Aishetu Gogo Ndayako, said, as we mark another Democracy Day in the history of our dear country, let us all reflect on the efforts of our founding fathers and ensure that Nigeria remains a united, secured, peaceful, and indivisible entity. He urged Nigerians to remain steadfast on the tenet of democratic governance. Honorable Tunji-Ojo reiterated that President Bola Tinubu is committed to positive reforms to revive the nation's economy and enhance security. The minister also called on Nigerians and friends of Nigeria to appreciate the progress that has been made and look forward to a better future for Nigeria's democracy. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. Federal government declares June 12 public holiday. Away from that, Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima yesterday restated the commitment of the Bola Tinubu's administration to supporting Nigerian youth to reach their potentials and contribute to the growth and development of the country. Shettima, in his remarks when he received on a courtesy visit to the presidential villa, the National Executive Council of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, led by its president, Shukubo Shara Igbe Shukubo. This came as NYCN is set to celebrate its 60th anniversary in November 2024. Commending the Council for its support to the programs and activities of the Tinubu administration, Vice President Shettima said, "We cannot thank you enough for keeping the hope alive for the Nigerian youth. We identify with you, we empathize with you because of the future of this nation belongs to you." On plans of the Tinubu administrations for young Nigerians, the Vice President noted that President Tinubu created a Ministry for the Youth under the current dispensation and appointed 2 young people to head the ministry, while he, the Vice President, had complemented this by appointing a lot of young persons into key positions in his office. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. Tinubu firmly committed to youth empowerment, says Shettima. Meanwhile, the Anambra State Police Command has warned those allegedly planning to stage protests on the June 12 over hardship in the country to abort it, as it is prepared to protect the human rights of Nigerians. The State Commissioner of Police, Nnage Obono Itam, in a statement, urged Anambra people and residents in the state to dissociate themselves from any act that could threaten public peace and national unity on the said date. A statement by the State Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, read, "The Police Command shall live up to its mandate of ensuring that no person or group of persons is allowed to infringe on the fundamental human rights of others, especially the rights to freedom of movement and right to dignity of human persons." This affirmation was given after a critical threat analysis by the command based on the information and intelligence report of persons and groups mobilizing for a protest on June 12, 2024, Democracy Day, a day mapped out to commemorate the restoration of democracy in the country. The police envisaged that the protest is capable of grounding all commercial activities and obstructing free flow of traffic in the state. According to the command, police operatives have been deployed to different strategic areas, tasked with the responsibility to ensure the safety of lives and property, free flow of traffic, and most especially, a peaceful environment. For more details, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Alleged June 12 protest. Anambra police warns against infringing on human rights. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here's a quick recap of the headlines. Court clears Adodoguwa of murder charges, fines police, Kano government 25 million. Labour debunks rumour of today's strike resumption. Tinubu firmly committed to youth empowerment, says Shetima. Democracy Day, federal government declares June 12 a public holiday. And lastly, alleged June 12 protest, Anambra police warns against infringing on human rights. With that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for joining us. My name remains Oluwatimileyin Ajayi. You can download the Carnival Media app from the Google Play Store and the iOS App Store. You can also check out our website at carnivalmedia.ng. Do enjoy the rest of your day.